This is the Arcimoto FUV, or Fun Utility Vehicle. It's a three-wheeled, all-electric vehicle that has a windshield, roof, and roll cage for safety and stability. It's equipped with a small battery pack that provides for 102 miles of range in the city, or 66 miles of range at 55 miles an hour. Top speed is claimed at 75 miles an hour, but it will do 80. You control the FUV like a motorcycle, with a handlebar instead of a steering wheel, and the throttle is controlled by your right hand. Charging is easy because the Arcimoto uses a standard J1772 plug. Level 2 charging will recharge the FUV to 90% in around 4 hours. There is an extended range mode that will allow you to charge to 100%, although the company says that this can cause excess wear on the battery and should be used sparingly. 2 adults can fit comfortably in the tandem seats and are safely secured by 2 3-point seatbelts that come across the chest and lap. Controls for the windshield wiper, heated front and rear seats, heated handlebar grips, defroster, and parking brake are located as buttons in front of the driver. If you want to refill the windshield washer reservoir, it's located under a cover in the front of the FUV. And that's all the basic stuff, but what does it feel like to drive? Well, here's one of my first experiences.
That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah. Woohoo! Oh, that is blast. Wow. Oh, the suspension on this really can handle the bumps. It's a smoother ride than you would imagine just looking at the Arcimoto. It's firm, but it's not harsh. And I think that's a very important distinction, because when you're riding something, especially for any extended period of time, you don't want to be hurting or sore when you get out of it. And yesterday, for example, I was riding for 9 hours yesterday, and I wasn't sore at all. It was great.
And that thrilling feeling doesn't go away. The FUV is easily the most fun vehicle I've ever driven. Part of what makes it so fun is that it's electric and powerful for its size. It has twin electric motors up front that control the front wheels, and they produce 77 horsepower. Now, that might not sound like a lot, but consider this. The Arcimoto FUV only weighs 1,300 pounds by itself, and power delivery is strong. Additionally, like a motorcycle, you are immersed in your surroundings and engaged and connected with the environment. You hear everything, smell everything, and you can see so much more of what is taking place around you. I found the Arcimoto FUV to be zippy, nimble, and responsive, all around a great drive. However, I wasn't the only one that enjoyed the FUV. Not a day passed where I didn't have people asking questions about the FUV or making comments about how much they liked its look. Smiles, thumbs up, happy comments, I got them all. But is it practical? After all, it is the fun utility vehicle. And looking at the Arcimoto, you might ask, where in the world are you going to fit groceries? It doesn't have any room for groceries. And while you aren't going to be picking up any furniture from IKEA, you can fit a surprising amount of groceries if you get creative. Let me show you. On my first grocery trip, I fit this entire conveyor belt worth of stuff in and on the FUV simply by using a laundry hamper that I belted into the rear seat. I could have fit more not only in the back cargo compartment, but also a lot more in the hamper. And on my second trip, I wanted to see exactly how much stuff I could fit in that rear cargo compartment. So I decided on a test, how many gallons of water can you fit? And the verdict, surprisingly, 16 gallons of water were able to fit in the back of the Arcimoto FUV. So it is a fun vehicle, it is a practical vehicle, and it is absolutely perfect for commuting or trips around town running errands or bringing along a passenger. And you could do all of that with the Arcimoto FUV year-round. During the time I had to test the FUV, I comfortably drove it on cold days and even in the rain. Currently, the Arcimoto FUV is available on the West Coast and Florida in the United States, but they are working to expand nationwide and internationally, so keep an eye out for when they'll be available in your area. This is one ride you don't want to miss. Pricing for the FUV starts at only $17,900, so if you are able to buy one, I really suggest you look into it. If you can't yet, you can put down a $100 reservation, like a deposit, and then when it becomes available in your area, you'll be on the list and you'll get yours before somebody that would just order it at that point. I'm not trying to sell it to you, but honestly, I'm trying to sell it to you because I never expected to fall in love with the Arcimoto FUV, and if it happened for me, I'd bet that it would happen for you too. So why is this so important? We live in a world where our roads are filled with 5,000-pound trucks and SUVs carrying usually a single person to and from work. Vehicles of all types are getting bigger and bigger with each new generation of models, and there's no end in sight. We're at a breaking point. Our cities are half asphalt and clogged with polluting, inefficient transportation options, making our trips longer and filling our lungs with harmful chemicals. Somewhere along the way, we got it into our heads that this was the better way, and it's not. It makes things worse, not better. Never before has there been a time that has been more important than now to not only switch to electric transportation, but also switch to something smaller and more efficient. The Arcimoto FUV is an excellent solution to the biggest transportation problems facing our world, and it is capable of handling 90% of the trips that people take every day. Personally, I cannot wait until I see more and more of these driving on the roads, because when I do, I will know that we've made a U-turn and we're headed in the right direction.